Hi, this is Ann with Graphic Design How To, and today I'm going to show you how to use Font Cloud, which is a Creative Fabrica website, to preview and store fonts on your computer, and it's all for free. All right, let's get started. Okay, so I want to show you how this works. I'm here on Font Cloud, and there's a link in my description for this, and if you use my referral link, I get a little bit of storage or something like that on Font Cloud. You can also just go to fontcloud.creativefabrica.com if you want to do it that way. If you don't like referral links, I totally get that. So just check in my description. I'll have both those links down there. Now, Font Cloud is free, and when you sign up for an account, you get a free font that automatically comes preloaded in here. And we can drop any fonts that end in TTF or OTF from our computer here. So I'm going to go ahead and drop some fonts on here. And it just automatically loads them. And the nice thing about this is you can be selective about which fonts you want to put on here. And you can also delete them so you don't have to see specific ones. Now, this is also storing all your fonts. So if something happens to your computer, they'll always be out here in Font Cloud. And if you want to download these, you can just right click and choose download here. Now, the thing I like most about this is you can preview the fonts with your own text. So let's say we wanted to see what each one looked like with the text hello. So you can see how the characters are for that text specifically. We can also click a font and we get a few options here. So we can increase the font size if we want. We can see all the glyphs it contains. So there's two different versions of D here, for example. And I can just click on this one to copy it to my clipboard. And I get a little message up here at the top that says it did it. Then you can go to another program and just paste it in. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and get back out of that. So the way I use this most of the time is to help me pick a font to go with a different font. So I'll show you what I mean. I'm going to go out to Illustrator here. So what I want to do is find one that looks good with this other font. So I'll just pull this up over here. First, I'm going to try this Ambrosia Script. So I'll highlight the word mom, and then I'm going to just change my character to Ambrosia Script. See how that looks. I'll make it a little bit bigger. And I think this might work okay, but maybe like that. But let's see if we can find a different one. I'm going to try AndScript next. I'm going to make this quite a bit smaller. And I think this one might be the one. I'm liking how thick it is and everything. So now that I have my font, I can go ahead and outline it and then just connect these pieces so that it looks more natural. All right, that's working. So it basically just made it really easy to find a good one that will work really quickly. I'm going to go back out here to Font Cloud. And now with Font Cloud, they give you a certain amount of storage. Looks like 2 gigabytes. I have all of my fonts loaded in my real account. This one is just kind of a fake account for this tutorial. And it doesn't even come close to filling up 2 gigabytes. So that is a pretty nice thing. It will hold a lot of fonts. And while I really like Font Cloud, I do think it could be improved a little bit. One thing it can't do that would be really helpful is to be able to have folders over here that had like sans serif, and then we could just, drag and drop different fonts into those folders. But as it is now, there's no way to kind of categorize them or anything like that. So hopefully they'll get something like that in the future. But overall, I do think it works really well. I use it all the time. All right, if you like this video and you want to see more videos like this, just hit the subscribe button and the little bell next to it, and you'll be notified every time a new video comes out. All right, I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.